everyone and welcome to Dueling with Dazn, and today we'll be going over 10 duels that I personally want to see happen within the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime series before it ends. Now of course we're a long way off from 7's ending in general, however I thought this would be a fun topic to discuss. We have so many characters within 7's already, so many amazing matchups that could possibly or not happen within 7's. So let's take a look at it. Now this list is in no particular order. These are just 10 matches I personally want to see happen if it's a possibility. Of course I'll be giving some plot and storyline as to how these matches could occur as we go through to make it a bit more interesting and a bit more creative. But you as the watcher also, I would love to see what matchups you would love to see from 7's in the comment section down below. Let me know all of your dreams and hopes moving forward. So then kicking off this list, we have Mendaboro versus Ninagi. These two are teammates and friends, so why would they duel each other? There's no reason. However, what if we got into a situation where Ninagi, Mendaboro and Tsuchiko are snooping around Goha's research laboratories? Suddenly they come across a girl sleeping in dormant, waiting for orders to be given to her. Next to her though is a screen with 4 different personalities on that screen. The personalities showcasing Finger Chikako, Sweets Kakako, Noodle Sorako, and Flash Umiko. Now then, this team has a chance to leave with the girl and one personality implanted in said girl. However, this is where the tension arises, because Mendaboro has infatuation and love for Sorako, where Ninagi shares those same feelings but for Sweets Kakako instead. So those two are going to be at odds, fighting over which personality to take with them. Tsuchiko is watching from the sidelines kind of dumbfounded because she really doesn't care about this situation. In fact, she believes that they should just leave without them. However, this leads to a hot, fiery and passionate duel between Mendaboro and Ninagi, where the winner gets to decide what personality they take with them. It's a duel from the heart, where fire is burning everywhere. Passion is being shown at left, right and centre. Again, Tsuchiko can only watch from the sidelines dumbfounded, but a little bit amazed by the feelings displayed by her teammates. However though, the two end up ending the duel in a draw. Thus, out of mutual respect for one another, they leave, leaving the girl still sleeping, waiting for those orders. Now number 2, we have Mimi versus Drone. This would be Mimi's redemption duel, as so far within Season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, she has been mistreated poorly by Goha Corporation. Thrown to one side, and now she's lost her job. She's lost her way of supporting herself and her family. Mimi Itachi really needs to regain her honour and prove that Goha Corporation was wrong in firing her, that she is actually an important asset that is irreplaceable. Plus, I want to see Mimi get a big win, and I want to see her kind of succeed. So, this is a bit biased on my part, but I really want to see Mimi versus the drone, because I feel like this could lead to some good interactions, and a good dialogue, and good dynamics moving forward. Now for this next one, you can call me edgy or whatever the hell you want, but I do want to see a match between Roa versus Neil. I think this matchup would be very interesting and intriguing for many different reasons. I don't really know how this duel would come about, because we don't really need another tournament arc, but maybe it's triggered by Neil just having enough of Roa's constant teasing. Maybe Neil's providence dictates that now is the time that he must shut Roa up once and for all, and the only way he knows how to do it is either A, dropping a satellite from space on Roa, which a little bit harsh, or B, beating him in a duel, proving his dominance and putting Roa down in that regard. Instead of putting Roa in a grave. That bit dark. I mean, 7 isn't like that. The two decks would work wonderfully against one another. Plus, they know each other's playstyle and quirks when it comes to dueling. So they would have to basically counteract and change their own strategies to try and overcome their opponent's powerful ace monsters and cards. Yeah, all round, I feel like this would give us some good dialogue, some good kind of strategy, and some good back and forth, as the two decks do complement each other quite nicely. And plus, I just want to see Royal Demon's invasion and Y Drago, Heavily Dragon Emperor tree in play again. I think having those two stare each other down would be awesome. Moving along now though, let's talk about the next one. After all, it's Yooka versus YUGIOH. This is a sibling versus sibling battle, and it seems like a great matchup on paper. The two already have some tension growing between them, and trust between the siblings is slowly decreasing episode by episode. This would be a great way as well to show off Yuka's character and skills even more so than her focus episode did, while at the same time hyping up and building up YUGIOH as an antagonist. If this duel were to happen within 7s though, as much as I love Yuka's character, I do see YUGIOH winning this, taking down the iconic reference that is uniform number 39. Run, or home. And to add more spice into the mix here with this scenario, what if this duel happens and YUGIOH or the drone deems Yooka as a member of Team Yuga's group? After all, she's been shown to be rather respectful and friendly, not antagonistic towards our main heroes. Especially towards Roman, Yooka and Roman seem to have a good chemistry towards each other. This would of course give Team Yuga another loss if they gave Yuga the win against Yooka in this situation, which obviously would be maybe a little bit rinse and repeat from the whole Mimi versus YUGIOH situation, but at the same time I still think this would be a very fascinating turn of events and a good twist that, okay, we again may have seen it with a similar example of Mimi versus YUGIOH, but it's been a while since that's happened and it might just give us a bit of a shock. Yeah, move on. Now this next duel is a duel I've seen mentioned a lot throughout the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's community. This of course is Rook versus Tiger. This would be a big win for Rook, as it would be him overcoming his fear that holds him back at this moment in time. And finally he would be able to defeat his sister, which of course we know he's very intimidated of. However, this duel does not have to be a one-round duel. I want this duel to be a two-parter. So we have Rook versus Tiger once. Tiger beats Rook, showing Rook that he has a lot to improve. Showing that yes, Rook may be the king of duels by winning that tournament, but there is always someone looking to dethrone you, even though you're the king. This of course would be development for Rook's character and possibly mature him a little bit more. Ultimately though, by the time their rematch occurs, Rook would win, getting that victory over Tiger, and Tiger wouldn't be upset with this result because she's happy for her stupid brother to have grown so much and matured as much as he has done after winning this duel and finally besting her. I think Tiger would be very respectful of that, especially if she can see just how much Rush Duels, Yuga and everything else that's gone into Rook's development has influenced him and changed him in terms of allowing him to grow and mature. So yeah, I think this duel between brother and sister could work out really well and develop Rook's character immensely. But that's just my opinion. Let's move on to number 6, which we have the Battle of the Seas. The winner of this duel would be the true ruler of waves. And that's right, for some reason I want to see Eugene versus Meguro. Both of these users are users of the Aqua's attribute. And although I don't like Meguro's character too much, I much prefer Eugene's character, I think this would be a really fun and comedic duel to see unfold. Of course it would just be a one-off silly duel, it wouldn't be like detrimental to the plot or story, but it'd still be a nice duel to see nevertheless. The question is, if it were to happen, who would the waves favour? Now for this next duel / clash, I want to see Yuga 7's Road Magician face off against whoever is the user of it, Dark Magician. So, 7's Road versus Dark Magician. This is what I want to see. Call it nostalgia, but I do want to see the two magicians clash within a duel some point during Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's. Whether it's Otis using Dark Magician or another character, it really is irrelevant. I think if Dark Magician does come into Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's and has a duel, I think it has to be Yuga with 7's Road to take it down. It would be a really fun, iconic and nostalgic duel to see. And yeah, two magicians going at it, I think the animation would be amazing. Just seeing both use spells and sort of magical based attacks, I think 7's could get very creative with that regard. Let's see if that happens. Now then, this next duel is one that I kind of want to see, but I won't be too upset if it doesn't happen because it's very unlikely to happen. And that is Hunt versus Galleon. This is an odd matchup, yes, I know, but we have two people here that live for digging things and finding treasure that lies beneath the earth. Of course, Galleon is from the Cavalry Machine Club, which obviously have lots of excavators and like to kind of unearth things. We got Hunt that likes to look for buried treasure and gain rich and greediness from it. So the two have completely different personality traits when it comes to their passion and desires for unearthing things that lie beneath. Hunt, again, is greedy and only wants to benefit himself with what he finds, where Galleon is selfless and giving. This dynamic could offer something possibly interesting in seeing Galleon try and put a Hunt back on a righteous and just path in terms of excavation. I don't know, bit silly, unlikely, but I think it'd be really fun to see. Plus, I want to see Galleon duel again. That's mostly the reason. I don't really care about Hunt too much, but if we can develop his character and make him a little bit more likable, why not give it a shot? So then, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, please can you give us a duel between Roman and Ranzi? I really like both of these female characters, and I like the ace monsters and the cards that they bring to the table when it comes to dueling. I don't have much of a story. Wait. I've just thought of one. What if Ranzi's eyes activates for Euro? Roman does have what seems to be a childish crush on Euro. After all, he saved her when she fell. So this duel could be passionate and could be about love or delusion and wholesomeness. Either way, I think it could be very comedic and it would fit in with both characters' personalities and play on this little crush that Roman has. I think it'd be interesting. What do you think? And finally, for this video, I want to see another duel between Yuga and Roa. This time without any gimmicks on the line or any strings attached, like the whole, if you draw the illegal 7th Road Magician card, you lose. I don't want to see anything like that on the line here. I want a straight up duel between these two amazing characters. Maybe Yuga does actually end up joining Goha, and Roa is the character to step up and challenge Yuga to a duel in hopes of winning him back onto our heroes' side. After all, we had this kind of connection shown between Roa and Yuga back when Yuga first lost to Neil. So if anyone is to try and pull Yuga back from the team of evil, it might be Roa. Now, of course, in this duel, you would think, well, if that does happen, wouldn't Yuga just throw the duel? No. If Yuo or the drones see Yuga throwing this duel, then the implications of that would be serious and detrimental. He wouldn't be able to leave afterwards. So I do think that if this duel were to occur, it would have to be under a serious setting. A tournament would be cool, but again, I don't really want to have another tournament within 7 so close to the one we've just had. And of course, if there is another tournament, it would have to be a singles competitor. But I feel like this sort of scenario of Yuga being on the Goha side and Roa kind of stepping up to try and bring him back to the heroes' side, I think that would be such a cool dynamic and something I'd love to see as well. So those were 10 duels that I want to see from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime series before it ends entirely. Now, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, like I said, has a long way to go before it ends, but I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on these matchups in the comments down below. Do you want to see these that I presented today, or would you rather see something else? If you have any dream matchups of your own, of course, let me know in the comments down below. And if you feel creative, think of a storyline to go with it and how it would come about. I want to hear how creative and see what you can come up with. Because I know you can, you're amazing as the viewer. Now, of course, I will be revisiting every Yu-Gi-Oh! Series throughout the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. So, Duel Monsters, Zexal, GX, Arc 5, Reigns, 5Ds. I'll be looking at all of those and then seeing what duels I wish we did see from those respective series individually. Before coming back to 7s, after we've had a few more characters introduced, I think that'll be pretty fun to do. So if you're interested for that, then of course, like, comment, and subscribe, all those good things. And of course, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you have an amazing day moving forward. Have a great day, alligator, matane, goodbye.